For today's story time, I'm going to be reading Jack and the Beanstalk. Once upon a time, there was a poor boy named Jack. He and his mother were so poor, they didn't even have enough to eat. One day, when there was nothing left at all, Jack set out for the market to sell the family cow. As he went on his way, Jack met an old man who offered him magic beans in exchange for the cow. Magic beans, thought Jack. Won't mother be surprised? So he happily accepted the 5 small beans. When Jack reached home and showed his mother the magic beans, she was furious. How could you sell our cow for those worthless beans? She cried. These aren't even enough for them to eat. She snatched the beans from Jack and tossed them out the window. Jack hung his head in shame. The next day, just before sunrise, Jack woke up and discovered a giant beanstalk growing right outside the window. The beans were magic after all, thought Jack. Jack decided to climb the beanstalk to see where it might lead. Up, up, up he climbed, through the morning mist and the clouds. At the top he found a road that led to a castle. A lady giant was walking in the castle garden. Excuse me, said Jack. I'm hungry. Could you please give me something to eat? Very well, she said. But don't let my giant see you, for he likes to have little boys for breakfast. Inside, Jack happily munched a piece of toast until he heard thunder of giant's footsteps. The giant's wife hid Jack inside the oven and busied herself setting the table. Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of a little one, said the giant. You're mistaken, said his wife. You're smelling the bones of the boy who had for supper yesterday. Luckily, he believed her. The giant ate a huge meal and fell asleep. From his hiding place, Jack noticed a bag of gold coins lying on the table. Silently, Jack crept over to the table and grabbed the bag of coins. Then he slipped out of the castle door, raced back to the beanstalk, and made his way home. Jack and his mother ate very well for a long time. Then one day, Jack reached into the bag of coins and discovered there were none left. Once again, he and his mother were in need. Jack decided to run into Giant's castle. Perhaps I'll find more gold there, he thought. Jack climbed up the beanstalk and asked the giant's wife for something to eat. I once fed a boy who stole my husband's bag of gold, she replied, squinting at him. I've heard of that boy, said Jack, for he realized that she did not recognize him. I would remember his name if I weren't so hungry. And so, the giant's wife decided that she would feed him. Moments later, Jack heard the thunder of a giant's footsteps and booming, fee, fi, fo, fum. He ran to hide behind the oven door. After the giant had eaten, his wife suggested him a goose that laid golden eggs. Jack waited heard, until he heard the giant snoring, then grabbed the magic goose and tipped out the castle door. Once home, he asked the goose to lay a golden egg, and to his amazement, the goose did. Surely our worries are over, thought Jack. But one morning, the magic goose stopped laying eggs, and Jack couldn't understand why. The answer must be in the castle, thought Jack, so he decided to travel there once more. This time, Jack entered the castle on his own and hid in the copper pot. From there, he heard the giant say, fee, fi, fo, fum. Jack peeked out and saw him sitting at a table with a golden harp that sang to him. As soon as the giant was asleep, Jack grabbed the golden harp and ran, but the harp called out, "Master! Master!" and woke the giant before Jack could escape. Jack ran faster than the wind, but even so, the giant was quickly catching up. Jack made good time down the beanstalk, but so did the giant. The earth was still a few feet away. Jack saw his mother and called out, "Bring me an axe! Hurry up!" As soon as he hit the ground, Jack grabbed the axe and swung it with all his might, cutting the trunk of beanstalk. One, two, three whacks, where it all took. Then down came the beanstalk and the giant book crashing down the earth below. The golden harp enjoyed its new home and sang happily each morning. Once again the magic goose laid her golden eggs. At last, the days of worry were over for Jack and his mother, and they lived happily ever after. Bye for now.